The digital era has brought about significant changes in how we perceive and discover products. Whereas in the past, brand recognition relied on television advertisements, pamphlets, or word of mouth recommendations. But now, all of that can be achieved in a matter of seconds through a single short video upload on social media. One platform that has a major influence on current consumption trends is TikTok. TikTok is no longer just a space for entertainment. It has transformed into a virtual storefront for local products to appear and communicate directly with consumers. With its powerful algorithm and the viral nature of its content, a local product can suddenly become the center of national or even international attention simply because of one well-crafted, creative piece of content. The power of TikTok lies in its authenticity and intimacy. Consumers no longer just want to see products with glossy visuals like TV commercials. Instead, they want to see real experiences from real users. This is what gives local products, including shoe brands, a new, more democratic stage. There's no need for billions in advertising budgets. All that's required is a strong story, an appealing design, and honest user experiences. One local brand that has successfully ridden this wave is Brudo. Thanks to a combination of smart digital strategy and excellent product quality, Brudo has managed to break the old stigma that local shoes are always inferior in quality to foreign products. On TikTok and other platforms, Brudo appears not only in the form of promotions but also in the form of stories like the struggles of its founders, the behind-the-scenes shoemaking process, and testimonials from satisfied customers. Brudo represents how local brands can navigate the digital world effectively. They leverage the power of storytelling and visual content to build an emotional connection with their audience. For instance, videos showcasing the shoemaking process by local artisans in Bandung not only demonstrates product quality but also foster a sense of pride in the work of the nation's own people. Amidst the influx of foreign products entering through global e-commerce, Brudo succeeds as a local icon that remains relevant and beloved by the younger generations is commendable, especially when a significant portion of this generation is highly active on social media and is the primary target for digital campaigns. Through an authentic and modern approach, Brudo doesn't just appear as an alternative choice but also as a symbol of resistance against the dominance of foreign products. This isn't merely about shoes, it's about the resurgence of consumer confidence in local products. So when Brudo shoes appear on TikTok, cloaked in contemporary styles, infused with inspiring narratives, and supported by honest user testimonials, they transcend mere product marketing. They're actively inviting all of us to re-examine old perceptions. The outdated notion that local products are somehow inferior. Instead, Brudo powerfully demonstrated that our homegrown creations are indeed worth being proud of and can be worn with unwavering confidence. Brudo isn't just a brand. It is the result of the anxieties of two young engineers, Yuka and Uta, which began with a simple yet very personal problem. In 2010, Yuka, who is now the CEO of Brudo, struggled to find size 46 shoes on the market. Together with Uta, his fellow engineering graduate, they began to analyze this problem with the logical and scientific approach typical of the engineering world. They discovered a surprising fact. Indonesia has abundant material resources, skilled shoemakers, and significant industrial potential. Yet, strangely, not many local shoe brands were able to compete at an international level, whether in terms of quality, design, or branding. From this, Brudo was born, a brand born from the spirit of creating stylish, high quality, and of course, affordable local shoes. Produce is a pioneer of the direct-to-consumer business model in the Indonesian shoe industry, which allows them to maintain quality without having to raise prices due to a long distribution chain. Today, Produce has evolved into a lifestyle brand that not only sells products but also values. They believe that everyone has the right to pursue their life's goals and live an epic life story. This philosophy is reflected in every design and campaign, encouraging young Indonesians to remain true to their principles and identity. I won't deny that I used to be skeptical of local products. In my mind, domestically made shoes were synonymous with outdated designs, sloping stitching, quickly peeling soles, and cheap filling materials. It wasn't because I was anti-local, but rather because unpleasant past experiences had made me lose trust in domestic brands. However, that perception began to waver when I vacationed in Jakarta and accidentally stumbled upon a Produce store in Grand Indonesia. Initially, I only intended to browse. I had no serious plans to buy anything, but as soon as I entered the store, my first impression immediately shattered my prejudice. The store was arranged with a modern and professional aesthetic like a premium shoe store. The rows of shoes were neatly displayed, illuminated by warm lighting that highlight the design details and material quality. That's where my curiosity began. One pair of shoes caught my attention. The design was simple yet elegant, with natural colors suitable for various occasions. I immediately showed a photo of that model to the store staff. They kindly explained that the size I was looking for, or my foot size, was quite large and currently out of stocks, but they suggest I try one size down. Honestly, I had doubts. Shoes that are too small can be torturous, especially if worn for long walks. But after trying them on, all doubts vanished. The shoe is fit perfectly, weren't tight, and were incredibly comfortable. The material was soft, the inside was plush, and what I liked most, the shoes were lightweight. There was no heavy or stiff sensation like I usually experience with other local leather shoes. I walked a few steps inside the store, feeling the balance, flexibility, and how the shoes conform to my foot movement. It was as if they were made for me. Without hesitation, I immediately bought them. However, the most surprising experience happened a few days later. I decided to wear my Produce shoes for a casual hangout with 6 friends. We met at a small cafe with a semi-formal atmosphere. I hadn't told anyone about the shoes beforehand. I just wore them confidently, knowing they were comfortable and suited my styles. Then, suddenly one of my friends commented, pointing at my shoes. "Hey, are those foreign shoes? They must be really expensive. They look so elegant." I paused for a moment, then cackled softly and replied casually, "No, these are local products. They called Produce. They even cost well under ₱1,000,000. Their expressions changed. Some raised their eyebrows, others looked confused. Disbelief was evident on their faces. One of them even asked to try on the shoes, wanting to confirm for themselves if they were as comfortable and good-looking as they appeared. After trying them, he just nodded and said, "These are cool. I didn't expect that." That moment was a turning point. Not only did I finally believe in the quality of local products, but also my friends, who perhaps had similar prejudice. Their reaction reinforced my conviction that Produce had not only successfully produced high-quality shoes, but had also managed to change many people's perceptions of what local brands can achieve. This personal experience transformed me from a skeptic into a loyalist. After the first pair, I started checking Bordeaux's catalog regularly. I followed their social media accounts, watched their TikTok content that showed their meticulous and dedicated production process. I also read the stories of the artisans behind the scenes, most of whom turned out to be skilled hands from Bandung. Now, whenever anyone asks about the shoes I'm wearing, I don't hesitate to say they're locally made and proudly mention product by name. Because more than just buying shoes, I feel like I'm supporting something bigger, the resurgence of a dignified local creative and manufacturing industry. When it comes to shoes, many people get caught up in their outward appearance. An attractive shape, trendy colors, or a fashionable model often become the determining factors in choosing. But for me, the true quality of a shoe isn't just about style. It's also about comfort, durability, and suitability for daily needs. My personal experience wearing Bordeaux shoes made a profound impression in this regard. The first thing I noticed after wearing them a few times was their lightweight nature. This isn't something visible from the outside, but it's only felt when you walk in them. Lightweight here doesn't mean thin or flimsy, quite the opposite. The shoes feel solid but don't burden my feet. It's as if there's hidden technology that maintains a balance between structure and comfort. I once wore them all day long, from morning till night. My activities that day were quite packed. From walking around a shopping mall, having lunch out, continuing to hang out with friends, to attending a semi-formal event in the evening. Usually, if I wore leather or semi-formal shoes for that long, my feet would start to feel tired, hot, or even blistered. But not with Bordeaux. There was no pain, no abrasions, no regrets. The inside of the shoe is designed with soft padding, supporting the arch of the footwell and providing ample room for the toes. The insole design supports the foot's arch, keeping me comfortable even when standing for long periods or walking long distances. The material used also feels cool and absorbs sweat, something very important for a tropical climate like Indonesia. No less important is the flexibility of their design. Bordeaux shoes, especially in their casual formal product line, have a natural yet distinctive design. They're not too flashy but also not boring. I can pair them with jeans and a t-shirt for a relaxed look but still feel confident wearing them with a collar shirts and slacks. Even at semi-formal events like office dinners or attending exhibitions, Bordeaux shoes don't look out of place. This proves that Bordeaux has successfully designed multi-occasion shoes, bridging the casual and formal worlds without losing their identity. This kind of design isn't just about aesthetics. It's also about the cleverness in understanding the needs of modern consumers who demand efficiency, practicality, and added value from every purchase. Amidst the proliferation of fast fashion products that quietly wear out and change trends, Bordeaux actually presents something reliable, lasting quality, timeless design, and consistent comfort. Even after months of regular use, my shoes remain in excellent conditions. There's no loose stitchings, no peeling soles, and the leather color has actually developed more character. I also don't need to clean them often because the material is easy to maintain. All of this makes me feel that Bordeaux isn't just about external appearance but also about long-term investment. In short, Bordeaux proved that local products can compete not only in style but also in substance and quality. And in a society increasingly aware of the importance of quality of life and sustainability, choices like Bordeaux become highly relevant, stylish, comfortable, durable, and most importantly, possessing a unique sense of pride because they are made by the hand of our own people. In the past, many of us preferred foreign products due to the perceptions of better quality. But now, we are slowly realizing that local products can also compete as long as they are given the opportunity and support. Proto is a concrete example that quality and branding are the result of a clear vision, commitment to quality, and the courage to be different. They don't sell with empty nationalism jargon, they win because their products are truly worth it. One of Proto's strengths that is rarely highlighted but it's a crucial foundation for the brand's sustainability is its community. Behind the stylish and high-quality shoes, Proto realized that the true strength of a local brand lies in a warm and organic relationships with its customers, and they nurture this very seriously. From the beginning, Proto hasn't only focused on selling products, but also on building strong and meaningful relationships with its community. Through digital channels such as Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and even their official blog, Proto consistently shares stories, education, and like discussion about the world of men's lifestyles, fashions, and of course, local products. They don't treat customers as more consumers, but rather as part of collective journey to cultivate local potential. Not only that, Proto also frequently holds various positive campaigns relevant to the spirit of the times. For example, the Proudly Made in Indonesia campaign isn't just a slogan, but is brought to life through content, collaborations, and loyalty programs that appreciate users of local products. They also encourage the public to be more aware of the importance of supporting domestic SMEs as part of the independent economic movement. One of the most interesting aspects of Proto is their habit of collaborating with local creators, young artists, illustrators, and even hobby communities, such as automotive enthusiasts, music lovers, and environmental activists. These collaborations result in limited editions that aren't only unique in terms of design, but also carry strong narrative value. For example, shoes resulting from collaboration with Bandung illustrators that highlight local cultural themes, or collaboration with nature lover communities to produce environmentally friendly shoes. This approach reinforces Proto positions not only as a fashion brand but also as a cultural movement that encourages consumers to be smarter, more critical, and emotionally connected to the goods they use. Currently, Proto has offline stores in various major cities in Indonesia, such as Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, and Yogyakarta. However, beyond that, Proto's main strength lies in the digital world. Through an integrated e-commerce strategy, they are able to reach consumers throughout Indonesia and even abroad. Proto has shipped its products to various countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, and even to Europe and America, proving that local products have a place in the global market. They utilize the power of digital storytelling to build deep connections with audiences across countries. Stories about the brand's origins, production processes, and their local struggles become a unique selling point that many large international brands don't possess. In an era where consumers are increasingly concerned with the story behind a product, Proto leverages this opportunity very cleverly. More than just business expansions, Proto brings Indonesia identity to the global stage. They show that Indonesia isn't only a raw material exporting country but also a center of creativity, innovation, and quality. Through Bordeaux products, the world is shown that local hands are capable of creating goods that aren't only functional and beautiful but also possess character. Most importantly, Bordeaux champions the spirit that buying local products is a concrete act for change. This isn't just about fashion or trends. It's about building a healthy, fair, and sustainable economic ecosystem. In every pair of Bordeaux shoes, there are hopes, hard work, and dreams for many people, from designers and artisans to logistic workers. So, when we wear Bordeaux, we aren't just wearing shoes, we are carrying a story, supporting a movement, and becoming part of a more conscious and empowered consumption culture change. My experience with Bordeaux has changed my perspective on local products. In the past, I too was skeptical, assuming that domestically made products couldn't compete with global brands. But now I realize that these perceptions arose not because of inherently poor quality, but because of the lack of opportunities we gave to get to know and try them. The proverb "don't judge a book by its cover" seems very apt to describe these situations. We too often judge the quality of a product solely by its outward appearance, such as its logo, country of origin, or selling price. In fact, what matters most isn't the packaging, but the essence of the product itself, how it is made, what values it carries, and how it can truly meet our needs. Bordeaux not only proved that local products can be high quality but also demonstrates how a brand can inspire, build a community, and carry a big mission for change. They are present with the spirit of reviving pride in the work of our own people, without sacrificing quality standards. Bordeaux doesn't ask us to buy out of pity for local products, but rather because they are truly worth choosing due to their quality, story, and equivalent added value. More than just shoes, Bordeaux is a symbol of resistance against local inferiority and proof that big dreams can start from even the most personal problems. When Yuka and Uta started Bordeaux because they had difficulty finding large-size shoes, they not only solved a personal problem but also paved the way for tens of thousands of other consumers looking for quality local products with pride. Today, Bordeaux has become an inspiration for many SMEs in Indonesia. They show that with visions, hard work, and a commitment to quality, local products can go global without losing their identity. They also build a narrative that being local isn't a limitation, but a strength as long as we are willing to nurture it. As consumers, we play an important role in these cycles. Every choice we make on the shoe rack, on e-commerce pages, or in offline stores is a voice, and that voice can be a strong impetus for the local product ecosystem to continue to grow. When we choose Bordeaux or other local brands that have quality and integrity, we are investing in Indonesia's creative economy, in jobs, and in the future of a more sovereign industry. It's time for us to shed the bias against the local label, because quality is never determined by locations. It is determined by dedication, process, and the courage to dream big. And Bordeaux, with all its stories and struggles, has proven that. Now it's our turn to give more space for other local products to shine.